Hi fairies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Fifi. It's so nice to have you here. I hope you stay a while. Today we are going to be listening to The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift. This is her 12th studio album, and yeah, I have been trying to avoid spoilers for the past 3 days, but I have already seen a lot of the discourse surrounding this album. Okay, people are not loving it, they are not vibing, and I'm really scared, but I'm also kind of excited to listen to it fully and make my own opinions about it. I will say though, the fact that she said this is going to have 1989 pop vibes with folklore evermore level lyricism, that's already put it on such a pedestal. So now I'm really scared, but yeah, let's just get right into it. I literally just listened to the Fate of Ophelia and I watched the music video that's already out by now, so you can go and check it out if you'd like, but we are going to skip it and go right into Elizabeth Taylor.
That view of Portofino was on my mind. Sometimes it doesn't feel so glamorous to be me. All the right guys promised they'd stay. Never said goodbye. I cried my eyes wide at Elizabeth Taylor, and I can't have fun if I can't help being I am wild. Babe, I would trade the Cartier for someone to trust.
I don't like this melody, it's so wordy and clunky. I don't know how to feel. Okay, I did not love that song. I did not love the sound. The lyrics and the cadence just felt clunky and jam-packed together. I didn't love that. That wasn't a very enjoyable experience. It didn't bode well with my ears. But the lyrics say, the view of Portofino was on my mind when you called me at the Plaza Athene. Oh, oftentimes it doesn't feel so glamorous to be me. All the right guys promised they'd stay under bright lights, they withered away, but you bloomed. Portofino was on my mind and I think you know why. And if your letters ever said goodbye, I'd cry my eyes violet. Elizabeth Taylor, tell me for real, do you think it's forever? Be number one, but I never had to, and I can't have fun if I can't have you. Be my New York when Hollywood hates me, you're only as hot as your last hit, baby. Be number one, but I never had to, and I can't have fun if I can't have you. Taylor Swift's current obsession with Elizabeth Taylor almost rivals her former obsession with the Kennedys. Why she's so obsessed with these people, I don't know, especially when Elizabeth Taylor was a raging Zionist. So to make a song about her, literally romanticizing her in this climate, it just seems tone deaf, and it's just yet another song of her saying Travis saved her from eternal damnation, which is being single. All my white diamonds and lovers are forever in the papers, on the screen, and in their minds. All my white diamonds and lovers are forever. Don't you ever end up being anything but mine. So she's obviously telling him, I'm not going to be okay if you ever leave me, which is something she has said for a lot of people. Okay, so it's not like anything new, anything fresh. It's her literally begging him to stay with her and in her life forever. She's also saying that she knows she has so much money, but it's good to have somebody to share the money and success with, and you know, she would trade it all just to have him and just to be with him, which is I don't know, that seems a little untrue. But yeah, it didn't sound horrible. That's the thing, it didn't sound bad. I think it's just a personal thing. I just didn't like the cadence of her voice, and I didn't like how the words were just jam-packed together. The next song, Opalite. Oh.
I had a bad habit, brother used to call it, and when you don't, you don't. All of the foes and all of the friends, I was wrong, but my mama told me it's alright.
Why does this sound familiar? This sounds so familiar. What? Last night. Hello? Am I crazy? Last night. Please let me know if you know that song. Like, I'm not crazy. I do like it. I like it a lot actually. Okay. Okay. Like, that's actually so similar. You should give them their credit. What? Okay. I actually really like that song. I actually like the sound a lot. Okay, it's very fun. This probably should have been the single because it definitely has that replay value of something like Shake It Off or even Anti-Hero. But the verse 1, I had a bad habit of missing lovers past. My brother used to call it eating out of the trash. It's never gonna last. I thought my house was haunted. I used to live with ghosts, and all the perfect couples said, when you know, you know, and when you don't, you don't. Pre-chorus, and all of the foes and all of the friends have seen it before, they'll see it again. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. I was wrong, but my mama told me it's alright. You're dancing through the lightning strikes, sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky is opalite. Oh my lord, never made no one like you before. You had to make your own sunshine, but now the sky is opalite. Okay, interesting. So it's definitely another song about how Travis saved her from sleepless nights alone with just herself and her thoughts. Another song about how, you know, Travis came and painted her skies blue, which is something she said about Drew. But yeah, it was definitely a fun song. The bridge says, this is just a storm inside a teacup, but shelter here with me, my love. Thunder like a drum, this life will beat you up. This is just a temporary speed bump, but failure brings you freedom, and I can bring you love. So she's obviously talking about how, you know, heartbreaks happen all the time, and it might feel like the end of the world, but it actually is just a temporary speed bump. The sun will shine eventually, the sky will glisten. Apparently opal is Travis's birthstone, and opalite is a kind of diamond, I guess, and it has this bluish kind of color, and she's just talking about how he brought color back into her world essentially. So yeah, I mean, it's cute, it's wholesome, and it's a fun song. I have nothing really bad to say about it. It's just funny that all the songs about Travis so far don't really have much depth. It's just her saying that he saved her from being alone by herself. So interesting. The next song, Father Figure. Oh, okay.
When I found you, you were young. Pulled up to you in the jet. Young to me, I saw potential. I'll be a father figure. Leave it with me. I protect the family. You all the tricks of the trade. All I ask for is your loyalty. I keep the brown liquor. I can make deals. My dear boy, they don't make loyalty. Your thoughtless ambition spark the ignition on foolish decisions, which led to misguided visions. You had to get rid of me. Deal with this devil, turns out my dick's bigger. You wanna fight, you found it. Before you know you're drowning. Who's portraits on
Okay, Octave.
who covered up your scandals? I protect the family. Leave it with me. You know, you remind me of a younger me. I saw potential.
Interesting. I actually also like the sound of that one. I like the flow, and you know, it was just fun, to be honest. These beats are quite fun, I can't lie. The verse 1, when I found you, you were young, wayward, lost in the cold, pulled up to you in the jag, turned your rags into gold. The winding road leads to the chateau. You remind me of a younger me. I saw potential. Chorus, I'll be your father figure. I drink that brown liquor. I can make deals with the devil because my dick's bigger. The love is pure profit. Just step into my office. I dry your tears with my sleeve. Leave it with with me, I protect the family. Leave it with me, I protect the family. So this is obviously about somebody, you know, high in authority who, you know, sees a young girl that is struggling to make it in an industry, and they're like, oh, I'm going to be your father figure, I'm going to protect you, I'm going to show you, you know, the way of the world, I'm going to show you how things are done, I'm going to, you know, just take you under my wing and expose you to what it is you need to know. And eventually that person shows themselves as literally a devil in disguise who is just trying to take advantage of a young girl. So it probably could be talking about Scott Borchetta. With her buying back her masters, I'm sure she has been thinking a little bit more about, you know, the whole situation with Scott Borchetta and you know who, he who shall not be mentioned. And yeah, I'm sure she's just, you know, grappling with those feelings once again and thinking about how she saw so much potential in him, how she had so much trust in him, and he just basically threw that all into the trash by doing what he did. I also think lyrically this song is the most showgirl because it definitely tackles that whole situation of pimps, okay, people taking young girls and being like, oh, I'm going to show you the ropes, I'm going to make you the biggest star in Vegas, and it's like, obviously they're just taking advantage of you, trying to make a buck out of you. So yeah, it's very showgirl in that way, and I enjoy that. I appreciate that. I did not appreciate that bridge though. I saw a change in you, my dear boy. They don't make loyalty like they used to. Your thoughtless ambition sparked the ignition on foolish decisions which led to misguided visions. That to fulfill your dreams you had to get rid of me. I protect the family. It's just giving real eyes realize real lies. You know, it's just like corny when you do things like that. Ambition, ignition, vision, like, come on. It's a little too on the nose, and yeah, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It was just funny to me. But yeah, I didn't hate that song. I'm not hating any of these songs. I'm not completely loving them, okay? It's kind of like middle of the road for me. I think they're cool pop songs, but they're not really showgirl. I think, like I said, this is the only one that is really showgirl-esque, but not even in the sound, just in the lyrics of it all. So yeah, I don't know how to really feel right now. The next song, track 5, Eldest Daughter.
Apathy is hot, everybody's
What?
cutthroat. I'm not a bad bitch. Now, now, now. All dressed up as wolves and we looked fire.
We looked fire.
We lie back like when we were young. Every youngest child felt they were raised up in the wild. Never gonna leave you now.
So that song is obviously her talking about how mean the internet can be. And I mean, we all know that at this point, nobody needs to write a song about that. Like, we all know that. But it could have been something to relate to, something to be sad about. I mean, the sound, you know, probably should have brought tears to my eyes. But how can that happen when you are talking about bad bitch, savage, memes, trolling, fire? Like, what are we talking about? What year are we in right now? Like, you cannot be serious. What the hell? Verse 1, everybody's so punk on the internet. Everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling and memes. Sad as it seems, apathy is hot. Everybody's cutthroat in the comments. Every single hot take is cold as ice. Okay, I like that one. When you found me, I said I was busy. That was a lie. I have been afflicted by a terminal uniqueness. I've been dying just from trying to seem cool. But I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage. But I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors, smooth operators. She wants to be Michael Jackson so bad. But I'm never gonna break that vow. I'm never gonna leave you now. So, like, Taylor has been a pick-me since the beginning of her career, and it's so sad that she still is a pick-me. And I know you can be like, oh, but everybody feels this way. Yes, everybody feels this way, but to actually come here and be like, oh, I'm not a bad bitch, I'm not like other girls, you know, I don't serve like the other girls, I'm just so unique and humble and meek and just like not like the rest of them. I mean, they're all just like on the internet talking about this and that, and I'm just here like like, even though I don't know how to self cont, I'm always going to be by your side though. Even though I don't know how to, you know, give face, I'm always going to stand by you. It's kind of giving conservative propaganda, because what are you talking about? Like, you are literally just shitting on women. And the funny thing is that the bridge actually is quite beautiful and poetic, but it also feels juvenile. We lie back, a beautiful, beautiful time lapse, Ferris wheels, kisses and lilacs, and things I said were dumb, because I thought that I'd never find that beautiful, beautiful life that shimmers that innocent light back like when we were young. Like, okay, it's just so, I don't know, like, read the room or something. I don't know. I didn't like that. It just kind of gave me the ick. The next song, Ruin the Friendship. Okay. Where is it giving debut? Oh, it's also giving red. Hello? Where's the Showgirl? $50? Okay. This is so red. So apparently she's referencing the situation from Girl at Home and Forever Winter, where, you know, she didn't want to take a chance with the guy because he had a girlfriend. But like, what are you talking about now? Verse 1, glistening grass from September rain, grey overpass full of neon names. You drive 85, Gallatin Road on the lakeside beach, watching the game from your brother's Jeep, your smile, miles wild. Chorus, and it was not an invitation, should have kissed you anyway, should have kissed you anyway. And it was not convenient, no, but your girlfriend was away, should have kissed you anyway. The bridge, which is the craziest part, don't make it awkward in second period, might piss your ex off. Lately we've been good, staying friends is safe, doesn't mean you should. Guys, let me just break this down for you. This is a 35-year-old woman writing a song about how she should have kissed a guy from high school who already had a girlfriend. Why are we singing about high school? First of all, why are you even thinking about that? Like, I'm not going to lie, the word second period should not be in a song written by a 35-year-old. Like, what are we doing? The verse 3 where she's like, when I left school, I lost track of you. Abigail called me with the bad news. Goodbye, and we'll never know why. So obviously this person passed away and her best friend Abigail told her about it, which is like, okay, why are you even telling her? But okay, I understand you now reminiscing on, you know, the little past memories you had with this person literally almost 20 years ago. But writing a song about it and putting that song out, like, this person has just passed away. And this is what you can say, I should have kissed you anyway, but you are in a relationship, you are literally engaged. This is just weird. Like, is it just me? It feels icky. I don't know. It feels icky, to be honest. I don't like it. And the sound as well was just like juvenile. It gave Red. And I like Red, the album. It's a very beautiful fall album for certain vibes. But it only makes sense knowing how old she was at the time and the context of her situation at the time. To be singing and writing a song about this scenario at this age, it's just weird to me. It's just weird. The next song, actually romantic. It sounds like the beginning of a song from Victorious.
I heard you call me boring. folks got you brave. Wrote me a song saying it makes you sick to see my face, but it's actually sweet, actually romantic. I really gotta hand it to you.
What?
No man has ever loved me like you do. Hadn't thought of you in a long time. That's how much it hurts. How many times has your boyfriend said, why are we always talking about actually
Ew, what is this melody?
all the time
I hate that melody. What album are we on right now? I'm so confused.
really gotta hand it to you. Stop talking dirty to me. It sounds nasty, but it's God's
First of all, it sounds like Olivia Rodrigo.
Don't provoke it, but it's kinda making me wet. Sweet. All the time you've spent on me.
I feel like this is a prank. It's just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Hello? Wait, why does every song sound like another song? Hello? Run this Wikipedia check because I'm not seeing anything in the credits. Run them their money, Taylor, okay? Because Olivia had to give you half of her royalties for Deja Vu, which was literally one of her most popular songs. And people are going to be like, oh, she didn't ask her to do it, she didn't ask her. Olivia just decided to do it because Paramount, blah, blah, blah. Okay, she could have said, no thanks. She could have said, that's fine. I mean, Beyonce has done it for SZA. SZA is supposed to owe Beyonce royalties for a particular song. And Beyonce was like, God, keep it. Like, you're Taylor Swift, you're a billionaire, you're this philanthropist, at least your fans claim that you are. So why didn't you just say, oh, that's fine, you're young, you're new to this? Because there is actually a different band that people were saying one of Olivia's songs sounded like one of their songs, and Olivia wanted to give them credits, and the songwriter said, no, don't do that. A song is a song. There's nothing, to be really said about it. So it can be done. You can't decline credit to a song. So the fact that she allowed that to happen, even if she didn't ask for it, is very telling. So run these people their check, because I've heard Teenage Dirtbag, I've heard what song was that? I forgot. But like, I also heard a little Lana there. But also, this song is very obviously about Charlie XCX, and I did not want to believe it when people were saying it, because like, there's nothing for her to really respond to. If we are talking about the song Charlie released, Sympathy is a Knife, where she was like, Taylor makes her feel insecure because she's so much better than her. Like, she was actually acknowledging that Taylor is so much more successful than her, and she just makes her feel insecure, which is a normal feeling. Like, there's nothing wrong in feeling that way, and she didn't bash her at all. She just says it makes her insecure. Even seeing her just reminds her of her insecurities. So why is she coming here calling her a cookhead, calling her a tiny chihuahua? First of all, isn't Charlie XCX like Asian? That's kind of racist. Like, girl, it's not giving what you thought it was giving. And that melody, especially the verse 2 melody, like, what was that melody? Like, why? It's giving kids bop. Like, it's not cute. I don't like it. Hello, I thought they said Max Martin was here. Like, what's going on? I'm sure Taylor went into that studio and was like, okay, I want to have you guys name here, but I'm going to do my own thing. She seems like she would do that. Like, she just loves when it's, oh, Taylor Swift produced, and also Taylor Swift wrote it all by herself, and also she directed the music video, and also she, like, it's giving overcompensating. The next song, Wishlist. What? Balenci? What's going on?
Complex female character. Hope they get what they want. I just want you.
I think there's been a glitch. Oh, what? God, she's so bad at melodies. Oh my God.
I just want you. They want that. And then that video taken off the internet. They want it.
That's such a bad melody. Oh god.
On all of the stars, please, God, bring me a best friend. I had it right once, twice, but I did not use want you.
Okay.
We tell the world to be bust up, settle down. Got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball. I just want you.
So it's yet another song about Travis. But this one is actually crazy. Okay, verse 1. They want that yacht life under chopper blades. They want those bright lights and Balenci shades. And a fat ass with a baby face. They want it all. They want that complex female character. They want that critical smash Palm Dior and an Oscar on their bathroom floor. They want it all. Taylor, why are we literally acting like you are not banging down every door for an Oscar of your own? Why are you now acting like, oh, I don't care? Like, this song is so pick me. Like, they want that yacht life. They want those bright lights. They want a fat ass. I'm just like not like the rest of them. The pre-chorus, and they should have what they want. They deserve what they want. Hope they get what they want. How are you going to bash women for having autonomy and wanting what they want and what they like in the first verse, just to come in the pre-chorus and be like, oh, but they should have what they want? Yes, like, it's so patronizing. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And then to come in the chorus, I just want you, have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. It's giving Sundown Town. It's giving eugenics. We tell the world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. Wow, got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball hoop. Boss up, settle down, got a wish list. I just want you. Verse 2, they want that freedom, living off the grid. They want those 3 dogs that they call kids. We are now bashing women for not wanting kids. And that good stuff, no hypocrites. They want it all. They want a contract with Real Madrid. They want that spring break that was fucking late. And then that video taken off the internet. They want it all. What the fuck? We are literally just bashing women. Like, it's an entire song bashing women for having autonomy, for not wanting a man. It's an entire song of her literally telling Travis or whoever that she's not like other girls that want this and want that. All she wants is him. All she wants is his love. Like, what year are we in? I'm not going to lie, this is actually pissing me off because we have seen the rise of conservative propaganda and media, and the fact that Taylor herself is promoting that. Like, you're going to be like, oh, it's just how she feels. No, no. You guys claim that she's this mastermind, she's this, that. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. In this climate, it's just fucked up. It's just fucked up. It's really tone deaf. If she doesn't know what she's doing, then she's ignorant as fuck. Then she's not the brilliant genius all of you say that she is. And I'm saying this as a former diehard Swiftie. It's not a good song in the first place. Like, the sound wasn't great, but the lyrics, grow up. So we had to take a break. Actually, it's the next day. Okay, we got sidetracked, but a break was definitely needed. We are going to go back in though with the song Wood. Wait. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Like what? I like this melody. Okay. Okay. Okay, I didn't like that post chorus. Mm. Ew. I just don't like this post chorus. Okay, acapella. Okay. That was an interesting one for sure. It definitely was a Jackson 5 ripoff, like no doubt about it. I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. That's literally the exact same instrumental. So like run them their check. This is actually one of the best songs sonically, but it probably is just because it's a Jackson 5 ripoff. I really did like the sound and I liked most of the melodies. I did not like that post chorus. It was like monotonous and pointless in my opinion because in verse 1 she's like, Daisy's bare naked, I was distraught. He loves me not, he loves me not. Penny's unlucky, I took him back and then stepped on a crack and the black cat laughed. Pre chorus, and baby, I'll admit I've been a little superstitious. Fingers crossed until you put your hand on mine. Seems to be that you and me, we make our own luck. A bad sign is good. I ain't got to knock on wood. Then the chorus, all of that bitching, wishing on a falling star never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood. It's you and me forever dancing in the dark. All over me, it's understood I ain't got to knock on wood. So she's obviously talking about how in her past relationships, in the past, essentially, she has always just been in a situation where she had to keep waiting for the ball to drop. Okay, keep waiting for this person to finally come to the realization that they don't want her anymore, they don't love her anymore. She's constantly having to be superstitious, having to knock on wood, trying to evade the bad luck that unfortunately, inevitably still showcases itself in her past relationships. But in this relationship, obviously, probably apparently with Travis, she is basically saying that she doesn't have to do all that. Okay, she's just so confident in what they feel for each other and the love that they share and just how things have aligned for both of them. She doesn't feel the need to be so superstitious. She doesn't feel the need to be on her toes at all times, waiting for the ball to drop for the time to come for him to say he doesn't want her anymore because it just feels so much more real than any other thing that she's had in the past. But then she cheapens that whole sentiment with that post chorus. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. He stigmatized me. Stigmatized. I don't know why she could not just say stigmatized. And opened my eyes. Redwood tree. It ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs. Like the fact that she really could have used this song at this moment to really hone in on what exactly she loves about Travis and how he is just the best thing for her and the best person ever. She reduces it to his dick because she wants to forcefully make this innuendo with the whole wood and redwood tree. Like she's trying to play Sabrina Carpenter a little bit, and it was just unnecessary. I feel like that post chorus is completely unnecessary. Take it away from the song, and I would love it a lot more. I need to honestly give it like a deeper meaning. I just think she didn't need to do all that, and she was obviously trying to do a Sabrina Carpenter Brit and did land, in my opinion. It's kind of funny how most of the songs so far that she has written about Travis, allegedly, have just been very much surface level. It's nothing deep, nothing that talks about him and him as a person and what he has to offer as a person and how, what he has offered her and given to her and done for her as a person. It's mostly just about how he has saved her from the evil that is, being single, and he's just so much better than her exes, and it's like her, like a got you moment. I finally got my moment. I finally got my man. It's nothing really about him. And when she has the opportunity to really, talk about him and his person and stuff like that, she reduces it and cheapens it by trying to make the sexual innuendo and talk about how big he's, and it's just like, why? Also, no bridge on this song, which is very intriguing. She just like repeats that post chorus as the outro, and yeah, honestly, I think this is definitely one of the better songs. Honestly, one of my favorite songs so far on the album. It's nothing necessarily offensive, it's just not her best by any means. The next song, Cancelled, and I can't lie, I have heard a little bit of this one and seen some of the lyrics for this song, and I just have hope or want to have hope that it will make sense contextually and it will sound so much better within the context of the song and the album. But I'm not sure. Let's see. You thought that it would be okay. I don't like this melody. But they'd already picked out your like she's trying to be ominous and it's not hitting for some reason. Did your girl pass too close to the sun? Honestly, I still come on, let me see. That's like the melody is so bad. Wait, this part sounds familiar. Under what the fuck are we talking about? It's definitely a Lord song. Let me know if you know which song it is.
One single drop, let's fucking operate.
I hate that melody. Did you make it look like it's so? I think it's her voice. It's definitely a love song. I can't think of it right now, but let me know if you know it.
We're the ones with matching scars. They stood by me. No. If you can't be good, then just be better at it.
Okay.
Till somebody's man.
Okay.
Take you by the hand.
It's so corny. It's so corny. Like, let's grow up. You know who we are. Like her voice. So this song is very layered. I don't even know how to tackle it because I feel like I'm about to be mean, but I don't even mean to be. Okay, it's just that it's very obvious that this song would hit harder if she had actual character to her voice. If there was at least a little bit of vibrato, she's trying to give off this ominous, villainous, Disney villain esque vibe, and it's not hitting because she can't really sing. Like, I'm not even a Taylor Swift hater. Like, I've been a Swiftie since forever. Loki these days, I've been not aligning with her, but everybody knows that she's not. I mean, she's a singer. You can say she's a singer. Sometimes she does hit the notes, but most of the time she does not. And most of the time, her lack of technique and lack of things like vibrato and runs and how to actually move from placement to placement hinders her ability to serve vocally. So that definitely is prevalent in this song because I feel like somebody like I don't even know who to use, but a technical vocalist would hit on this song harder. It would be easier to ignore the lyrics if she was a vocalist. That's all I'm trying to say. As far as the sound goes, the production is really saving it. Okay, the melodies not the best, really not, especially the verses. I don't love them. The chorus is actually like the best part of the entire song, mostly because it sounds like a Lord song. Let me know what Lord song that is if you know what I'm talking about. But it's like floating around in my head. I can't really place it. Let me know. Generally, it's just a very mid song sonically. Lyrically, you thought that it would be okay. At first, the situation could be saved, of course, but they'd already picked out your grave and hers. Beware the wrath of mass crusaders. Like, nobody's out to get you, babe. Nobody gives a damn. Settle down. Pre-chorus, did your girl bust too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun? Come with me. When they see us, they'll run. Something wicked this way comes. Okay, Shakespeare. Good thing I like my friends cancelled. I like him cloaked in Gucci and a scandal. The concept of referencing Shakespeare and then saying some shit like I like him cloaked in Gucci and a scandal. Like Gucci of all designer brands. In my opinion, Gucci is one of the tackiest designer brands. So that just adds another layer to this mess of a song. Like my whiskey sour and poison thorny flowers. Welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. At least you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. She wants to be a Disney villain so bad and it's just not landing. She's giving off a Disney villain, probably, that would only be made fun of. Okay, it's not the Disney villain that people actually kind of root for and people appreciate, people respect. It's just bland, it's just flat, it's just grow up, it's just tone deaf. Like, what do you mean you like your friends cancelled? Especially in a climate such as this, to put a song like this out, how tone deaf can you be? And it's so funny because she actually uses the words tone deaf in this song. So you know, but you think it's going to land, it's going to hit with the millennial girlies, with the Trump wives and MAGA babes. And it's like when you are already being called out for constantly hanging around MAGA as people, hanging around neo Nazis, hanging around just scum of the earth recently. And it's like, what? Literally being besties with Ashley Mahomes or Britney. And it's like that woman is literally a person that condemned victims of sexual assault and the victim of, I think, her brother's sexual assault. She blamed the victim, she condemned them, and she just completely dismissed it. And Taylor Swift, who is a victim of sexual assault, is constantly hanging around her, being besties with her, rubbing up on her, and people are calling you out for it, asking for your solidarity, asking for you to show a modicum. Is that the word? Whatever. A hint of the morals that you were trying to show us that you have in the Miss Americana, you know, documentary. You instead release a song such as this. It's just like, can you grow up? It's just like, can you get a life? Like, I'm being mean, but I feel like for a song like this, you need to be mean. So the person knows not to do some shit like this again. Like, I understand where she's coming from, actually, to be honest. It's that whole situation of wanting to defend a woman because you believe that the internet is just dogpiling on them. I definitely get that. I feel that way about so many women, especially recently. You have to know, though, that social, political, and personal context matters when you put out a song like this. It's one thing to actually write a song like this, want to vent, pour your heart out, but to actually package it in an album called The Life of a Showgirl and put it out to your very wide fan base, it's just like, I don't know. I don't love it. Especially as a black person who has literally gone to bat for Taylor for so many years. Like, I would receive so many insults, so many people telling me that I'm whitewashed because I love Taylor Swift. Because where I live, people don't know or care about Taylor Swift. It's a very small niche group of people that know Taylor Swift, and then an even smaller niche of people that like her and care for her. And I used to be a core part of that niche of people, that group of people. But recently, it's just like, it's not making sense. Why would I? Yeah, I just don't care for that song, to be honest. It really does nothing for me except enrage me, if I'm being honest. Like, I can talk about it for hours on end. Why would you put this out? Also, where is the showgirl? I still haven't heard the showgirl. Isn't this supposed to be life of a showgirl? Like, what's the correlation? We're going to go into the next song, Honey.
You can call me honey if you want, because I'm the one you want.
Yes.
When anyone called me sweetheart, it was better than aggressive. Read about all of those blues when you say,
I like this melody.
honey, I'm the one you want. If you're a green kiss, it was better than aggressive. At the bar and the bitch was telling me to back off. I got the whole day home. When you touch my face, saying no. In the cup, paint in the color of your eyes. Late night, he was screwing around me. My mind asking, what are you wearing? Praise me, but you say it like you're in awe of me. Honey, when anyone call me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive. At the back, I got the whole way home. You can call me honey if you want.
You can call me honey if you want. Like, I just imagine her with the straightest face. Actually, her struggling to let that out. And it's just monotone as hell. You can call me honey if you want. Like, that song, honestly, was not offensive by any means. I don't have any real thoughts about it. It was just boring. I'm sorry, it was just boring as hell. I couldn't wait for it to be done. Also, there was something very weird about the structure and also the melodies. I did not love the melodies. I think the only part I loved was that you touch my face. Something, something, something. Verse 1, summertime spirits, pink skies. You can call me honey if you want, because I'm the one you want. Wintergreen kiss, all mine. You give it different meaning, because you mean it when you talk. Honey, I'm home. I could play house. We can bed down. Pick me up. Who's the baddest in the land? What's the plan? You can be my forever nightstand. Then the chorus, when anyone called me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive at the bar, and the bitch was telling me to back off because her man had looked at me wrong. If anyone called me honey, it was standing in the bathroom, white teeth. They were saying that skirt don't fit me, and I cried the whole way home. When have you ever been in any of these situations? Number one. Number two, why are you referring to another girl as bitch? Okay, I guess she was telling you to back off of her man. That's kind of valid. Do you have to call her a bitch? Isn't it the same Taylor Swift that says she doesn't believe in the word bitch? Now all of a sudden she's randomly calling another girl a bitch. Interesting, weird, fucked up. That first verse is quite poetic, I will say that, but it's all boiling down to the same meaning, the same sentiment that Travis is so much more different from other people that she has known and been with. But the song itself is basically just saying that in the past, when people would refer to her as honey, sweetheart, all these weird names that are sweet but could be weird when said or used by the wrong people, it always just felt condescending. It felt like that person was just trying to belittle her, trying to infantilize her. It just never felt good. It always felt passive aggressive. But now, when Travis calls her these things, honey, sweetheart, it feels so much better because she actually wants him to call her that. She actually wants to hear it from him. And he just always has, the best intentions. He just always means well. He just always is in awe of her, and he's saying that because he actually means it and because he actually believes that that's what she is. So yeah, it's just a very straightforward, very basic song, very very mid in my opinion. It's just like kind of boring. And still, where is the showgirl? Final song, The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter. Maybe we finally will actually get some showgirl vibes. Oh my god, no way. Hit me like a wave song, burning through my darkest night. Like hello, Beyonce. Then they said she didn't do it legitly. Okay. I bought a ticket. I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds. Why does she always do this? Like, you don't have to force all these words into. Thank you for the love you gave. Sweet peach, but you don't know. Never gonna. Okay. She was a menace. Oh, Sabrina, save me. Like, can you already hear the voice difference, the vocal disparity? Like the little vibrato in Sabina's voice, even there, like hello, the greatest showman, Hugh Jackman. I couldn't if I tried. Thank you for the lovely bouquet. Married to the hustle secrets of forever, and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. Heaven and the other. Okay, okay. That was actually one that kind of gave Showgirl, especially lyrically, and I think that's one of the better songs on the album. Definitely like top five material, mostly because of Sabrina. No shade, all shade. I can't lie, that beat, especially at the beginning, was giving Halo by Beyonce. So I know Beyonce doesn't really like taking credit for things like this, unlike some people, but run her check. Get her to that billionaire status ASAP. The song in itself, though, honestly doesn't have too much to offer, can't lie. But the lyrics, her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city. Then they said she didn't do it legitly. It's giving grade school slam poetry. Well, Let's proceed. I bought a ticket. She's dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, zero missteps. Looking back, I guess it was kismet. I waited by the stage door, packed in with the autograph hounds, barking her name, then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow, she came out. I said, "You're living my dream." Then she said to me, "Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe, and you're never ever gonna. Wait, the more that you play, the more that you pay. You're softer than a kitten, so you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe, and you're never gonna wanna." Honestly, this is just overkill. Like, why would you say all this to somebody that simply said you're living the life? Okay, somebody that is a fan of yours praising you. Why are you coming here to say, "Oh, you're never going to want to be a showgirl. You're never ever going to be a showgirl because you don't know how hard it is." Like, nobody asked for all that. There's no need to pour your frustrations on me. I'm here to support. Like, I'm not the one that did this to you. But I do get with the first verse what she's trying to say. Apparently, it's the whole situation where, people will build up a woman and inflate her ego a little bit, put her on this pedestal just to drag her back down and, destroy her publicly and claim that she didn't deserve what she has and she didn't deserve to get to where she eventually got to. We see that every day in the entertainment industry, and it's something that I can definitely understand and I do not love, I do not appreciate, especially when it's for an innocent, actually talented, actually hardworking woman. I do feel though that the way this song is written and the way it's being portrayed in this song is kind of gimmicky. It's kind of parody-ish, like what what is going on. I get the overall message, I just don't like the delivery, to be honest. The bridge is also so weird. I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise. I knew what to expect. Do you want to take a skate on the ice inside my veins? Okay, Koklo confirmed. They ripped me off like false lashes and then threw me away. And all the headshots on the walls of the dance hall are of the bitches who wish I'd hurry up and die. But I'm immortal now, baby dolls. I couldn't if I tried. Like, why is she so bothered about other girls, about the new girls especially? Like, she's so pressed. It's giving Nicki Minaj. Like, nobody wishes you'd hurry up and die. Nobody cares. Everybody's just trying to do their own thing. Like, she's so pressed. Like, girl, let's grow up. So yeah, that's the album, guys. I don't know what to really say. I feel like I've said all that I can say throughout this entire video. It's very obvious that I don't love this album, and I didn't expect for it to be her best album by any means. I already knew with how TTPD was and with how this rollout has been or had been before it came out, um it was going to be interesting to say the least, but I didn't expect it to be this bad and vapid, to be honest. Lyrically, it just reeks of narcissism, complete social unawareness, racially aggressive undertones, and excessive fan service for some reason. It's just like exceedingly juvenile for an album written by a 35-year-old woman about the life of a showgirl. Where was the showgirl? Nowhere to be seen. Okay, not in the production, not in the lyrics. I mean, there were some lyrics, especially in this, The Life of a Showgirl, that kind of gave showgirl, but generally, for you to base your entire album on this theme and this name, it's like it kind of feels culturally appropriation like. It feels like she's just taking this aesthetic or something that she believes to be an aesthetic and ran with it without actually knowing what it takes to be a showgirl and how showgirls are actually mostly people that don't have much privilege that are trying to make it, and they go through so much. They are not billionaires who spend 3 days on a stage swaying and singing, hitting maybe one or two notes, then go back to their $1 million hotels and houses and just chill out and have people do everything for them. That's not what it means to be a showgirl. And for you to be a showgirl that can not really sing um technically and not dance, and yet you cannot deliver at least a good studio album with that theming. Like, why did you use this theming? It just feels honestly like a bit of a scam, because the marketing prior to the album release was saying one thing, she was saying one thing, you know when it comes to the sound and vibes of the album, and the album itself is saying a completely different thing. Okay, so it's so crazy to me just how displaced everything seems to be. I'm just confused by it all. And I've already seen some Swifties try to defend this album by being like, oh, it's just a fun album. Can't a girl have fun? It's just a fun album. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. And I beg to differ because I did watch some of the interviews she did and has done so far. She said herself that this is her most authentic album. She said this is the album she has always wanted to make. She said this is the perfect album. So how can you come here and try to defend her by saying, "Oh, it's irony, it's satire, it's not that deep"? Like, no, it is that deep because she said it herself. She said this is the perfect album that she has always wanted to put together. She has always wanted it to be like this. She thought in her mind that all these songs embodied something. So why are you trying to make things up and speak for her when she has already said what she has said? She promised folklore evermore level lyricism with 1989 vibes, and I just cannot see any of that. Like, where was all that? Production wise, it's just very middle of the road, honestly, bare bones. Where was Max Martin, to be honest? Because I can't hear him at all in this album. Like, I feel like he was just in the room, seated in one corner, and Taylor was doing whatever the hell she wanted. The mixing and the overall production of the vocals actually saved a lot of the songs, but generally, it's just not that good. It's very mid. It just feels lazy, uninspired, and it lacks enough creativity for it to be what she is trying to sell and what she still is trying to sell to us. The lyrics and the production quite lackluster, nothing to really hold on to, nothing to really fall in love with. The melodies mostly grating, to be honest. I did not love a lot of the melodies, and the overall theming is just inaccurate. And it's like, what was on the mood board? Like, what was the thought process? I just want to know what they were thinking when they put this whole thing together. I think they were just going for, let's make that bag, and she is making the bag. Like, kudos to her. Swifties often like to use that, oh, she's making her day, she's a billionaire, blah, blah. Like, that's great. I can still talk about her though. And the whole thing with this just being a fun pop album, and like, if I want to listen to a fun pop album that still has relatively good lyrics, I will just listen to Midnight Sun by Zara Larsson. Like, that's pop. That's pop with actually good contextual lyrics and actually great vocals. I do think there are some good lyrics and fun moments, but generally, personally, as someone who has just been listening to a lot more artistic, experimental, and actually fun music recently by actual singers, vocalists, and creatives, it just doesn't hold or have much replay value for me personally. And I'm also currently smoking that Evermore joint like hard. Like, hello, bring back Aaron Desna, because Evermore, so freaking good. Literally my favorite Taylor Swift album. It's so crazy to think that the same woman wrote Evermore and has now written this album. Wow. How people change. Like, it's actually it's so funny. But yeah, that's basically it. Those are my thoughts about the album. I'm sorry if you felt like I was a little bit harsh. I think billionaires who have made so much money off doing essentially not that much deserve to be criticized heavily, especially when I'm not just making shit up. Like, obviously, I have a backing to what I am saying. So yeah, let me know though what your thoughts are about the album. If you liked it, if you didn't, as always, my top five will be in the description box down below. Let me know what your top five are. Just talk to me in the comments. I love reading and replying comments. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I am also a singer-songwriter myself. I've been writing songs for a very long time now. I'd like to start putting out some music of my own, but I need to build a little bit more of a platform so I don't just throw music out into the void that nobody will listen to. Okay, nobody wants to do that. So if you would like to support me on that front by liking, subscribing, and also following me on Instagram, that would be greatly appreciated. But for now, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Her name is Kitty. Made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to the city. Na, 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 gently. Like, okay, you win the high school talent show. Kudos to you. Snap, 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 snap.